ladies, I'm back with a very different video. I actually never done a video like this. Some people have requested they like to see me paint or pour silicone, but today I'm going to let you see me paint just for a couple minutes because I know it takes forever to upload these longer videos. So I'm going to try to keep it to 10 minutes if possible. You're looking at the Amani kit, and I'm going to try my best because I do not want to get in the video. You don't want to see my tired old self. And I'm sorry that the lighting is not so great. It's like in the afternoon, so it's, not showing up too good here. I'm holding his little head, and I don't know if you can see, but I've done very over-exaggerated veins on him, and that's the technique that I want to be, because he's like an alien hybrid human baby. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to over-exaggerate his veins a whole lot. But other than that, I'm going to paint him human and give him human eyes. So that's what I've done here. And I've already done his veining. And I've got one layer of flesh color on him. He's beautiful. He's the Amani kit. I'm sorry, the lighting is acting really bad right now, but I just kind of wanted to show you this, for a little bit different of a video. So I usually have more than this set up, but this is what I'm going to show you. And I'm trying, it's going to be hard because I'm going to be painting at the same time. So I'm trying to make sure that, move this up, to make sure that, this lighting is so bad. I'm sorry, ladies. I'm trying to adjust the lighting, and it's really not helping. Well, we're just going to go with it, even though, like I said, the lighting is not great. I'm sorry. But I'm going to, see, I'm trying not to get in the video, so it's going to be weird. I just do not like to get myself in my faces in the videos. I don't think I've ever gotten my face. And I always put my paint, I put it in a jar, baby jar, food jar, and of course empty the food out. And then I just mix my paints up, and then I seal it back with a top so that they, if I have any left over, that they stay good, and that way it saves on paint too, because you don't have to keep mixing it and redoing your paint. So I'm trying to look and paint at the same time. So I'm just going to keep it here and paint and hope y'all can see it. So what I do when I'm doing this type of layer, is this is an all over layer, I just paint it on. I'm hoping y'all can see that. And next time I do one of these, I will do better lighting, or I'll do it at a different time of day where it's brighter. The sun, because it's about 3 o'clock, but the sun is not too bright today. So you can see that. And I know I'm doing this a little bit awkwardly because, like I said, I'm trying to get my face in here, so excuse me. And I just kind of dab the paint against the side of the jar inside when I'm doing it. And then I sometimes put the excess out on that paper towel that I have down there. I hope y'all can see this. And I just move to the different parts of the head, and I cover, make sure to cover it all. And this is heat set paint, so I mean, you don't really have to move extremely fast, like with you can take your time, like with air dry paint. You have to move fast. That's one thing I don't like about air dry paint. And I'm sorry this is so dark. This lighting is just not great. I'm sorry, ladies, but I'm just trying to do a video for y'all. So right now I am dabbing it out, pressing it against the side of the jar. And this is the flesh color that I'm doing. Like the base, it's kind of the base flesh color, as I call it. See there, he says hi. He says hi, I'm happy, and I'm a pretty baby. And what I love about this kit, I actually have never liked any alien kits that have come out. Just not my thing. But this one looks so much human, like a human baby, that I just fell in love with it. And if you look at the babies that, are in the mama's belly, their stages, they kind of look like a little alien. So, or sometimes y'all might even say when babies are born, they look a little alien, like, especially the preemie babies. And I say that with all love, because I know that babies are gorgeous at any stage of development in the mama's belly. I believe they are to be celebrated, and they're all gorgeous. So that's why I fell in love with this kit so much, because I don't really care for the other alien kits at all. And then I'm dabbing it here on the paper. And I'm sorry, I'm trying my best to keep everything in the camera so y'all can see. Let me get his little ear there. And you can kind of move the paint around with the brush. Once you get it on there, you just move it around to make sure it covers everything. Getting his neck, and he is so tiny. That's why this is a kit that I was asking about how to shrink clothes for him, because he is so super tiny. I think he's like 15 inches, but I'll show you his legs and limbs in a minute. He is spindly. He's got spindly legs and limbs. Just actually much like a very early preemie. So I'm going to get more paint. I'm trying my best not to get my face in the camera. I don't think I'll get my face in the camera as I turn around it. But hopefully, ladies, when I feel more comfortable, I've gained weight. So when I lose weight, my goal weight, when I lose about 10 pounds, then I think I'll feel more comfortable about getting on camera. So hopefully this summer I can lose that weight. You can see me getting his face. I mean, you can see the places that you don't get it. I mean, it won't be wet looking. And you're probably going to ask, how do you keep from getting, if we have time, I'll show you. Right now, I'm just covering the whole head, or the whole area that I want to cover with the paint. And this is one of my, bigger paintbrushes. So this part is done. And you can see all the wet places. He's got his flesh, another layer of flesh. And see I don't know if you can see that. Like it might be a space that I missed. So just go back over it, make sure. And this is not the final step with even this layer. What I do is I put the layer on, when I'm doing an all over layer like this, I put it all over it, and then I go back, and I'm probably not gonna have time in this video because I don't want to keep the video too long, but I let it sit, up on the holder for a little while, and then a few minutes, and then I'll go to the next one, and then I go back and I'm gonna pounce off all the excess with a sponge and look for any lines or anything like that. So let's do one of his arms. And I've already decided, look at his arm, it's so spindly. And he only has four fingers. I don't know if y'all can see how I did the veins. Like I said, I way over exaggerated the veins on purpose, because I just wanted him to, and they look branch-like, which veins really do look like branches. And they're not coming up very good on this video. Maybe I'm too close. Anyway, they're not focusing very well. And I'm going to have to bring this closer. So we're going to do the same thing I just did to the arm. So when I'm ready to pounce off, I may show you a few seconds of the pouncing. You just go over it, pounce it off with a makeup sponge. Then you go over the with the sponge again, and you actually rub it, like wipe it, I guess you would say, and it makes it all even. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing with the arm. Go over it, and this is called an all-over, like an all-over coat. Now, when I do modeling and stuff, I'm not going to show you that now, but maybe I'll show you the next stages when I get to the modeling, and I'll do another video with modeling. And I'll make sure that lighting is better, because this lighting is really not good. Very good at all. I need to help. One of my best friends, Casey, she helps me with my lighting, because I'm terrible at understanding if you're supposed to put the light behind you, the light in front of the object that you're doing. I haven't quite got lighting yet. Okay, so I've got this covered up to his elbow. And I am going to keep this little man. I think I'm pretty set, my heart's set on keeping him. But sometimes once I do that, then I change my mind, but we'll see. But I'm pretty heart set on keeping him. My heart's set on keeping him because he's so cute. I really think he's just adorable kit. And I got mine from my kit, if you like to get a kit like this, from Irresistibles. But I think that McPherson's may sell it too. But I know Irresistible sells it. And I also just got in some kits from Bountiful Baby, 2 kits that I'm planning to paint and sell. And as y'all know, I don't do customs normally. So I'm just going to paint them up and they will be for sale. What I'll do is I'll paint one, obviously just one at a time. So I'm going to make a video tomorrow. I'm going to kind of do a kit opening and show you the details of the kit unpainted. So now we're getting his little fingers. He's got cute fingers. His fingers remind me of E.T. No, the old E.T. movie. His fingers remind me of E.T. because he's kind of got, they're slender, but they got little, kind of like little thicker at the end, like little bulbs on the end. I don't know. See? So I pretty much got this arm all done. And he goes fast because he's so tiny. Like I said, normally take a lot longer to cover a limb, but he is so tiny. So there we go. There's his one limb. His one arm. And I'm just going to show you real quick. So this is done, this arm. Well, this layer, all over layer is done. And I forgot to mention, I do mix my paints. So I put the paint in with the toothpick. Tiny bit goes a long way. I put the paint in the jar, the toothpick, and then I go over and put thinner in it. And the thinner is in this jar right here. Or this jar, just like I said, jar. And I just drop it in and then mix it all up really good with a paintbrush. Okay, so now we're going to do the pouncing like I talked about. This is the next thing you would do. Go all over the head. And you pounce. This is a makeup sponge. And you can see the paint coming off. Because you don't want your paint to be too thick. It's like supposed to be very thin layers of it'll end up being several very thin layers of paint after we're done. And I think if y'all enjoy this type of video, I'll come back and show you how to do the modeling, because that's different, very different. The modeling is like basically holy sponges with holes in it, or the sea sponges or holy sponges, whatever one you prefer. And see, look at all that paint coming off. Can I see that? There's a lot of paint coming off. And the modeling, you put the paint with a brush on the sponge, and then you dab the sponge, and it makes little circles that look like modeling, that look like baby skin. Okay, so that's pretty much done. And of course, I'm going to go back in the light, under the bright light, and look. Before I bake, I would do that. See, look at all that came off. That's a lot off his head. And then I would take this little brush like this, and I'm going to go inside the crevices, his mouth, and I don't know if you can see on that, but it is some coming off. You can see, and I would go over his creases, his little crevices and stuff. This is just to pick up the excess paint because you don't want it to pull. Looks like I'm being rough, but I'm not. And I'm really not. And I do his little ear. I love his little ears. They're so cute. They're sort of like elf ears, but very tiny. And you go inside all the crevices, and you just put the dry brush in there and get it out and dab it. All right, so we're at 14. I can't believe it's already 14 minutes. So that's all I'm going to show you for today of painting, how I paint. And I just want to show you this cute little guy. He is just, I think he is precious and adorable. And I love him. And let me know if you enjoy this type of video. And next time I will do better on my lighting. I'm going to get advice from my good friend to tell me how to fix the lighting so it looks better. But let me know. And if you like this video, I'll do some more later on in his painting, and I will show you his modeling and different painting techniques with him if you like these type of videos. So I appreciate you, and I just want to do a very different type of video today, and I hope you like it, and I will talk to you soon. I hope you stay safe and stay blessed, and I appreciate each and every one of you.